What's going on, debatable anime fans? We are back.
Yeah.
It is 2025, but and already we've had some bangers this year for anime as far as anime is concerned, right? You know, we got and a dub version of Dragon Ball Daima, right? We got season 2 of Solo Leveling out, right? We got some bangers, but we can't move forward and progress in the new year without first remembering the old. So today we're going to be going and listen some of the best anime in 2024. We're going to be putting them into a tier list, all right? And those rankings are going to be going from top, but from the best to the worst.
Oh, dumpsters.
Starting with the best being S rank for superior,
Okay.
A rank for awesome,
You better believe it.
B rank for better than most,
Okay.
C rank for
Could have been better.
could have been better,
Okay.
and F for a complete and utter flop. Let's get into it, guys.
Oh, yes.
All right, so first up. All right, let's talk about since we already named it right in the intro. Let's talk about Solo Leveling dropped 2024. Let's talk about Solo Leveling. Boy Sung Jin Woo. All right, let's rank them. What we gonna rank Solo Leveling?
I might have to throw my boy up. He's got to be pretty high because
I've seen a solo episode.
There's oh, you ain't seen none of it.
I saw one episode.
Oh, so you only saw one episode?
I saw a solo episode.
Come on, man.
So you saw the vicious murder scene. Is what you
Yeah,
said.
that's what I saw.
Oh, that was enough to keep you hooked right there.
Yeah,
All right.
Then I started watching One Piece.
So rank the first scene, like rank that scene from episode 1. Like,
As far as
it was good stuff. It won't AOT level, but I mean it was.
it was.
that's because you see more of AOT.
It was
That's
AOT
probably why.
level. You
Right.
trust me? Nobody gets butchered like AOT, but they made a very close case.
Right.
What I saw, I mean, it was pretty good stuff.
I personally, I have to give it. It has so much. I had to put it in the awesome category. Like,
Yeah, that's what
I
I
had
said.
to put it in the awesome category.
I said it wasn't number one for me, but it was definitely scratching the surface. Like
All in all,
I feel like after season 2, it's definitely gonna be in the S.
yeah, it's probably gonna make superior.
Yeah, 'cause
after
it's
I
gonna
watch it
go.
because
Unless you
I've
get a
already
blue lock.
seen some like
Unless you get a blue
previews.
lock.
of some fight scenes
Me
where
too.
it's like, yeah.
And that's why I said, oh, they might be taking it up.
Say what?
I said unless you get a season 2 like blue lock.
Oh,
Well,
let's not talk about frame lock.
I have
Let's not talk about frame lock.
I have yet to see it, but I'm gonna love it no matter what.
If you see it, it's gonna be motionless because that's all you get with Blue Lock season 2 is motionless frames. Yes, so we're not gonna go there. All right, but yeah, that's I gotta put it. We gotta put it in awesome. Like, at least give it an A rank. You know, and the only reason I wouldn't put it S rank is you got to pull out all the stops for like
S rank is hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have a little bit of everything. Like
I
mixed
got
bag of
one
everything.
I got one for S rank for sure. I'm just waiting for you to call.
Okay.
I know it's on the list. So
Okay. All right.
yeah, that'll be my S rank.
Maybe it's on the list. Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
I'm
If
certain
it's not, make sure we add it.
Oh, for sure, because I say it's certainly. I can feel it.
All right, so let me see. Next we got Wistoria, Juan, and Sword.
For me,
Will Belfort. Like, what we gonna rank them?
for me, I like that better than Solo Leveling
Oh, man.
because
Okay.
it's like because he's so low key a beast already.
Right.
It's like, man, what he gotta do to just show you like he's that guy? They look down on him like he's just nothing,
Yeah,
but he's really that guy.
he's everything.
And they don't comprehend
They don't understand. Yeah.
because he's easily the Sun Jin Woo of his verse
Oh yeah, 100%.
without fail.
100%.
But I feel like the world that he lives in, because of their power system and the tradition of what they have, he's not seen in the correct light.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like he's definitely a S tier character for me because he's well rounded. It's like
yeah.
I got it all, but I'm still like a nerd for knowledge. Like, so I still want to know everything, but I'm capable of doing just about anything.
Oh yeah.
physically.
It's the age old melee versus magic attacks.
Right.
Like, you know, so.
So the question is, are we going by, are you going by just the individual character, or are you going by the actual?
Oh, it's the whole, the entirety, the entirety of the
I
anime.
don't know. It might have to be a B.
Why you say that?
Is the story even that great?
Yeah, the story's good. Yeah,
So-
with story one,
Story's
yeah,
great for
story's
me,
good.
'cause
It's good. Yeah.
especially
I
how
wouldn't say
it-
S rank, but it's good. Like,
For
No,
me,
not Ezra.
I'm saying
is it
it-
even A? Like,
for me, it's definitely A for me. But I'm saying is that character,
it-
he's
it's
an
better
S
than most
character.
for me.
He's an S character for me because he's pretty much Marshall strip level, and he got the smarts of a Shikamaru. So it's like I love that comedy. It's like I'm a brilliant strategist and fighter, and it's like you don't get brains and a superior fighter.
And remember, like we talking superior. We talking about like big three energy. Like so, we talking
now,
like your Luffy's,
but
like
that's what
even
I'm
your
saying.
Goku's and stuff.
A lot of these is hard to say S tier. I feel like they have S potential. But for me, his character, I feel like I could love his character no matter where it goes after this, based off of his first season.
Yeah.
Cause for me, he was an easy to love character, and he's a get it out the mud type of guy, and those are my favorite protagonists. So it's like I can resonate with that one easily.
So you were ranking S rank
For me, because
Okay.
he gives me Naruto vibes.
right? Okay.
But he's just not dumb.
And I love Will as a character, but just the overall anime, not that that it's washed up. The story is like washed up, but it's like this. We see it a lot now. Like the same thing.
It's
All
a
right,
trope.
it's
a
like
trope. It's a
it's like
trophy
the character. It's
it's a trophy store.
But I mean, that's anything outside every one that we gonna bring up.
It's your typical
trickles
shonen
off
type.
of one of the big three.
Yeah, it's
for
your
sure.
typical
So it's like if
shonen
we go
type,
by
but-
that, nothing's getting.
But it's
above
like
eight.
I'm going to reach the top because there's
And
this
I'm
woman
okay-
that I
I'm
want
okay
to
with it.
stand beside. Like it's becoming the narrative. Like, oh yeah, it's this woman. She's like really the main character, and I just have to reach her level and get to stand beside her. If only I could just stand beside the one that I love. And it's becoming like a trope, like you said. So I've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. And so his character alone, I say is in like A rank, but the anime itself, I would have to give it a B. Like it is better than most that we've seen, in my opinion. In 2024, it was better than most, but I definitely wouldn't put it up to say like it was a superior anime. But we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's definitely debatable because I don't see the anime itself as a S tier, but I feel like he's a potential S tier character because his intro into the anime is the same the same magnitude,
and they
as
have some
Naruto.
fire fight scenes,
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like this is him at base level for me. Like this is my intro to this guy. He already up there. If they can even stay consistent in season 2, I'm sold on this guy because it's like he's done good so far.
Right.
Like solo leveling is almost like a computer simulation thing to me. So it's like I don't look at
his ability is called the system. So
and it's like I don't look at any of his feats really as really nobody else.
Like his feats.
It's got like they got a question sitting in front of them. Would you like to continue?
Right.
Nobody else has that option. It's kind of like I'm living my second life out of reality.
Yeah.
Because really,
he got a leg up on
I
everybody.
got destroyed in the opening scene, so it's like I'm really not even here. So it's like I'm playing this out RPG style.
Right. So it's kind of like he has a leg up
so
on
it's like-
everybody already. So.
Huh? You're playing on easy.
Yeah, he playing on easy.
I wouldn't say easy because the Crimson Knight.
Oh,
you
yeah,
ain't
but
seen
yeah.
You haven't seen the
the
situation
end,
he ran into, but they took it off of easy mode for quite some time now. He got the brakes beat off of him viciously. But
it seemed like
that's what I said.
Respawn though.
Oh no, this was like it was almost as bad as the first episode. Like it was an absolute butchery. Like this Crimson Knight doesn't even speak. It just destroys. Like it's like, oh no, I'm just here straight hands. Like I have nothing to talk about. I'm here to murder you in every kind of way. So it's like, as far as the fight scenes, they were up there. But for me, I just like that character because I feel like he has the potential to be like a big time protagonist by the end of it because it's like they already showed with the little he got what he's able to do. The more he gets into his bag, the greater he's gonna be. It's kind of like kind of like the way Ichigo starts out. He starts out like minor, like I'm not washed up. I don't suck, but you know I got the potential to get greater and greater. But yeah, I say I can't argue with the B rank. That's very understandable ranking. But I just feel like I love that character though. Like I like him better than I like Sun Jin Woo. Like just me personally. Okay. So
respect.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think anybody's gonna. Now I know who's gonna be. It's one of those trope categories, and I'm sure Joe's gonna call it out. But like I said, that's probably gonna be my only S tier for the night.
All right.
Everything else is probably gonna be better than most.
Right.
But Joey.
So has let's move on to the next one. So has anybody watched Remonster? Remonster. All right, it's an isekai. Basically, the guy dies and he's reincarnated as a goblin. He starts off as a base level goblin, and then he it basically puts you in the mindset of that time I got reincarnated as a slime, except he's a goblin. Not Goblin Slayer. Nothing like Goblin Slayer. But it's basically that time I got reincarnated as a slime, except he's a goblin. Right. So because he has basically that same power. He can consume, he can eat stuff, and then he levels up from that.
He gets the Kirby cheat.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So as a goblin, if you haven't watched
Kirby's S tier. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I will go ahead and rate it. To me, it was one of the. I'll go ahead and put it in the B category because we get isekai all the time, and we get ones that are similar to the this guy is stronger than everybody, cannot be defeated type character. But so this one they did a good job, and
to
me
not as overpowered.
What he's overpowered.
he ain't Rimuru Tempest, is he?
He's overpowered. Yeah. Rimuru still can give him a run for his money because I don't think that he has. You would love it because the same thing that happens in Mushoku Tensei is the same thing that happens with him.
Okay.
Hey, he's so
I'll watch it.
I'll give it a try. Like
it is. I think it had, but except he does it to multiple different beings, and it's like Beowulf, and he's just having all these kids. So it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's gonna get a season 2. Hopefully it does because they did a pretty good job. So I will give it a B. Right? I would say C, but because of how well they introduce the character and all the elements around him, I think
I'm putting it on edge right now. So
if you haven't seen Remonster, I would say give it a watch. All right, let's move on. All right, let's go Kaiju number 8. I know we've seen Kaiju number 8.
Kafka, even though it's my spirit animal.
That's my S tier because like the fights for that, like bro, they didn't, for me. They didn't miss, not one time.
They didn't. Yeah.
It put me in the same state of mind as when I watched Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
It's like I'm always like, okay, what's about to happen? I know something else good is about to happen. I can't think of an episode where it was just a letdown. Like, it was something that
either it was building, either it was a lot of action going on, it was keeping engaged, or it was building up to something major.
It was definitely like it for me. Put me in like that Attack on Titan, and then like the Wano. Like when the fights got real good.
Oh yeah.
In One Piece.
Yeah.
That's the type of environment, the type of energy it gave me. Like that's probably the only one I saw as ain't nothing touching this one. Because I thought Solo Leveling was up there, but it's like by the time I finished the first season of Kaiju no Mai, I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Even if they duplicate this for season 2, it's still gonna stand out from everything else. Because it's like they hit the nail on the head with that one.
Like who could be mad at Kaiju? Like everyone loves Kaiju. That's how Godzilla got so big, got so popular.
Like Kaiju, everybody like Kaiju.
Yeah, the concept of it is just there, and then you have a good storyline, you got good character, you got good potential for character development,
and that's why I say even the support characters are like that.
Exactly.
So it's like, bro, like they didn't miss. It ain't as many support characters that are literally support. Like these support characters can hold their own. Like,
for sure.
Oh, I'll drop this one myself. Like I got it,
Yeah, exactly. It's not like everything's centered around him.
I would love to give it an S, but I can't give it an S just off principle.
Oh, I can. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I can give it an S. Like
strong A plus.
Oh yeah, it's hard to give out. It's hard to give out S's, but
yeah, because
if I were to like, you know, and it's because what we first said first off is because like when you over 30,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to find.
You resonate with
and that's what I'm saying. It's like for me,
we don't get that much love.
I can separate that because it's like it makes me feel the same way the good old classics make me feel. Like Kaiju number 8 is like oh man, I can fall in love with this. Like, and the ones I fell in love are they happen to be in the big three. Like
big three, right.
So it's like, yeah, this one, if they run it long enough, it's got the potential to keep me there.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't be one like, oh man, y'all got the season 3 and did just like all the other ones. Man, just
fell off.
Yeah.
I guess Kaiju number is a little different. Usually you get the guy that sucks and he finally like overcomes and gets. Kefka won't overcome nothing.
No.
See, and
if he hadn't swallowed that Kaiju, it would have been
if he hadn't TD Jakes there,
even though he was trying. He was doing his best.
Yeah, that was a forced swallow. That was rough.
He got
swallowed.
Yeah, but I can't do it because I think Kaiju number 8 is more of like a cult following than anything else.
Yeah. So we you say.
I say A.
Hey, that's my only S.
A, and you say S. So
I'm certain.
So we can give it. I think we can give it between the 2 and then the 1 S. Then we can give it like we still be an A because you know we got 2 A's. So we'll keep it in the A category, or call it an A plus, whatever you want to call it. Give us an A plus, or we can do 2 and 1. We can just be like SA.
Oh God, no, we can't use that. No, we're just gonna call it A plus. Yeah, we
sound like ReZero has some SA.
Yeah, we have no room for that.
Or we can give it an AS. Okay. All right. So next on this, let's go. Go Loser Ranger.
Did I hear it now?
I gotta put it in my dumpster category.
Do I hear it now?
Do we have anything similar to a dumpster over there?
Can I get an F, please?
It's to me, and I'm just
floppy.
I didn't even watch it all because I couldn't get past like the main character was like a foot soldier. Mm-hmm. Him just complaining like the entire time. I couldn't get over it.
Nothing about it made me feel like.
I wasn't locked in. It wasn't locked in. It was like I was forced watching it at a certain point.
It's like I want it because it's like, does it get better? I'll never find out because it's like it didn't show me enough within the first episode and a half.
Yeah.
To make me feel like, you know.
Yeah. And because the animation was pretty good. Yeah. I won't give it a flop.
See,
I just give it a C. Could have been better.
And that's why I said the cover for me. It had. I'm like,
oh yeah. Like when you see that thumbnail type, you like, yo, this is it right here.
This don't even match. Like,
all right, we'll give it a C.
Yeah, they had pretty good animation.
We'll be generous.
So
animation saved you guys.
Yeah. So we'll give Go Loser Ranger. Some people love it, so they're gonna hate this.
Yeah,
this
take. But let us know why you feel like it don't belong in the dumpster.
Yeah, and at least because we're gonna give it a C. Like,
it could have been better.
It could have been better.
And it's not the worst, but I mean,
it's not. No. But I'm saying graphics wise.
Yeah, they had great animation. I
can give them a B for
it's just the story,
for the graphics, but it's like the story as a combination piece. Yeah. Definitely.
And I get the story. Like some elements of the story were good. Like if you like The Boys, like the Amazon Prime show The Boys, if you like that, then you would kind of like this because there are some similarities. Like you got the Power Ranger-esque characters who are actually technically bad guys because they're abusing and mistreating the villains of the story. So the villains kind of become the good guys, kind of like the small soldier narrative from back in the day. So you get that feel from it. So with that element, it can keep you locked in, but they don't follow that even well in my opinion.
That's what I said because it's like I don't know. I didn't get because small soldiers. I was never on the side of the GIs like that. I wasn't rocking with the soldiers at all. So it's
The
like,
Gorgonites were off.
Yeah. Gorgonites were garbage. Like they were some weaklings, but it's like they got in their bag eventually.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
it was supposed to been the other way around.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
And I feel like it was a mentality thing.
Yeah.
Even though they were all.
So the idea was like, hey, you know, and they do it a lot now. They were, especially like even Disney films and stuff like Maleficent, right? They had it where they're showing it from her perspective. The new Lion King film where they're showing it from Scar's perspective, right? Because they want you to sympathize with the villain to understand their mindset, you know.
And that's why I said that's just like the what is it? What's the Jeffrey Dahmer thing? Why do you want to get in the mind of a serial killer? Once you
the Dexters of the
once
world.
you understand, once you can understand where they're coming from, you're now a serial killer.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's like, nah, let's just assume he crazy and leave it alone. Because it's like that's why I feel like they go with a lot of them. It's like you want to look at us to look at it from the point of view of Scar, but like if that is actually that's a villain. That's a villain arc. Because it's like you made Scar this way, Mufasa.
Right.
I would have thrown you off the cliff too.
Yeah, right.
It's like if that's
it's
the
your
case.
fault.
But it's like, nah, you brought this on, brother.
This is on you.
Yeah, the storyline for that is not helping Mufasa's case. So we'll just slide to the next one because.
All right, so let's go with Orb. All right, if you on Netflix last year, Orb, and I did not watch this anime, so I can't really rank it. So I think you watched it. So.
I didn't finish that either.
Yeah, it's based on like the whole back in the medieval times when everybody think the world is flat and he's going against the church.
Yeah, young child prodigy goes on a quest to find his master's hidden research after learning heretical teachings about the earth and the sun while avoiding the Inquisition. Sounds very interesting.
Almost kind of like Nico Robbins'
art.
Oh,
kind of.
That would be beautiful.
That's what and that's why it's like all it did was make me go back and start watching One Piece again. Cause I'm like, that just made me think about Robin. So I'm like, I can't.
That sounds good. That sounds interesting.
That's
what
like
it
wasn't bad though. That's what it wasn't.
The story, the plot, it was moving. The pacing was pretty good. In my opinion.
I don't know. It just, I guess it didn't get hype enough.
Wasn't enough action for you.
Yeah. See, but
there were no fight scenes. Of course, there's not a fight.
Right. So it's like,
at all.
And that's what I said. I don't.
I mean, you get some people getting arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like a.
It's not an action.
It ain't.
I don't need that all the time.
Right. No, but the story was getting.
Yeah, I might watch it though for real because
getting good.
Yeah, I feel like I could rewatch it and actually finish it. It's just at the time I think I was literally getting into binge mode on One Piece and Robin is screaming she wants to live. So I want to see what else she had going on.
Right. So what are we ranking it?
I would give it because I didn't finish it all, I just say a B, a solid B.
Better than most?
Yeah, the story, the plot, I would say is better than most because most of them have a very watered down plot.
Yeah.
So you pretty much know how it's going to end at the beginning.
Right.
But
this
one had a little splash of mystery in it.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like an unknown type thing. So it'll keep your attention, like keep you a little bit on the hook.
Got you. That works. All right, so let's move to the next one. Windbreaker. Windbreaker. The better or the worst version of Tokyo Revengers, in your humble opinion.
I feel like the story.
I gotta give it a B. I'm gonna just say straight up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a B.
I say better than most, but that's what I say. It can't even. To me, the only thing that gets close to the border of awesome is the fight scenes.
The fight scenes. Yes.
I see everything else. I feel like
it's mediocre. Like,
the storyline is very blah.
Yeah, because I can't even remember what made him what he is. It's nothing. See, it doesn't really hone in.
I know a little bit more about Tomiyama and the other guys from the rival crew. Better than I know about Sakura. So I'm like, I like them. But
I like them, but
I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Yeah, you're not giving me a lot of backstory to work with
it's
to make it
he makes himself,
that protagonist.
He paints himself as the get it out the mud guy, and it's like kind of I don't need anybody. But at the same time, it's like when everybody's showing you love, it's like, I don't know how to feel. I think I want this.
Right.
But
yeah.
it's like I want to reject it.
Yeah.
Because I
And
don't
you
want
can
nobody to
tell-
know I need it.
You can tell where it's going.
Yeah.
And to me, like, I'm not fully invested in seeing the adventure for him, you know,
Yeah,
getting
'cause
to
I
that, because
feel-
it's like I already know what he's gonna, like, he's gonna accept it, you know,
And
he's which is
soften
already,
up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
you
feel like
know where it's leading.
he's gonna lose a bit of his edge in doing
Right,
that. But
right.
I feel like that's why I feel like it's not quite as good as Tokyo Revengers as a whole, because at least Tokyo Revengers, it's like you know how I feel about Takamichi. Oh, he is up there with Momonosuke,
Right.
Kosuke Momonosuke, and I hate them equally. But I feel like even though he has done nothing but disappointment,
Right.
and he makes it a little worse every time he goes back, I still feel like he has more potential. Like, he's got a lot more that he can show me than Sakura. Sakura is just like a bland
Oh yeah,
character
yeah,
to me.
he's pretty much
It's
at
like,
his max. It's
yeah,
like
right.
not much leveling up he can do.
I got the Bakugo attitude.
Yeah,
I have the talent, but it's like I'm trying to prove a point that doesn't need to be really proven.
right.
So it's like you really ain't that exciting. The people around you entertain me more than you do, because
Right.
like we already know you're brood. I'm ready to
Exactly.
fight. I'm upset until it's time to fight. Yeah, let's do it. Like it's like it's not so much. That's why I said it's for the fighting alone. It's
Yeah.
better than most
It's
for
better.
me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I said. It could it's like a BC for me. Like it's like borderline.
Yeah,
C,
right on
it's
the
like,
right on the
it
line.
could definitely be better.
Could slip into the.
I feel like
better.
the story, if they could like just tweak the story a little bit to where you get a backstory at least into why he's exactly the way he
Yeah,
is. Like
yeah.
dig a little deeper into that. So I know like
As we're discussing, I think it's slicked on down to C rank.
yeah, and that's what I said. The fighting
It's
scene,
good fight scenes, but it's
the
like
fighting
it's
scene,
like
it got me like
story's
B.
mediocre.
You might,
yeah, the story's
yeah.
so mediocre. It's like it could be
For
it could be better. As I'm thinking, I'm like all
Yeah,
I can think of is could be better. It could be better. It
Because
could be better.
the fighting scenes are better than most.
If I
and
was-
I feel like certain ones, it's like, oh, they kind of scratching it awesome, but they're not there yet.
Right.
But as far as storyline, oh, we
Yeah.
fully in the sea though.
Yeah, if I were C was something like crap, then I wouldn't put it in the C
Yeah,
category. But
yeah.
because it could have been better,
Yeah,
it definitely
it
could
could
be
be.
better.
It could definitely be.
So
better.
we're gonna rank
Understood.
Windbreaker as a C.
Oh,
C
yeah.
rank Windbreaker. You can do better. Get it out of there next season. All right, so next we have a little show called Fairy Tale 1000 Years Quest. And mind you all, everything on our list is going to be like anime that this is their first season or their only season. We're not doing like second seasons or anything. But because it's its own iteration, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, it's on this list. So if anybody has watched it at all, I've watched the majority of 100 Years Quest enough to be able to rank it. And I have to. I have to give it a C. Yeah, I have to give it a C.
I
Because
figured you were going there.
yeah, because Fairy Tale's never been like top tier to me anyway. Somebody's gonna blow up out of that. I love Natsu Dragneel as a character. I think he's one of the best fire users in anime history. But Fairy Tale and you get a lot of variety and characters to choose from as like your faves and all. So it's a good anime, but in some sense, it can be overrated at times because some people crash out over and it's not necessary. But anyway, 100 Years Quest is good. I'm glad they did bring it back. The way they left off, Acnologia and all that, I was like, okay, it was a good ending, but the way they ended, it was like, this can't be the end of their story. Yeah. So for them to come back with 100 Years Quest, I think it's good for those Fairy Tale fans.
Bring it off the cliff.
Yeah, but it's like, you see some stuff happening. Some episodes seem rushed. Some of the plot and the storyline kind of seems just rushed and thrown out there. So I think it could have definitely been better. So we're gonna have to rank it as a C.
Black Clover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both give me the same vibe. Like Black
Right.
Clover, Fairy Tale, they give off the same vibe to me. Like, sorry, they just do. You can choose which one is your favorite, but they give off the same vibe to me.
because I wholeheartedly agree.
They just give off the same vibe to me. But so we're gonna have to get 100 Years Quest a C. If you don't like it, debate it in the comments. It is what it is. All right, so let's go. This is where it's gonna get hard because I don't know if you guys have seen any of these. Like Delicious in Dungeon. I know you've watched a little bit of Delicious in Dungeon.
I like Delicious in Dungeon.
I like it.
I feel like I'm not even gonna say it could be better. I feel like it's better than most. Like it's a well-rounded anime to me.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's
because it puts me in the mindset of like Food Wars. You know, a little bit of Food Wars meets Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, it's merged. It's a merge for sure. Because I just like how creative they are. Because they're kind of like Soma, like from Food Wars. The way they like the what's the guy's name? They gotta end up cooking everything.
Yeah. The dwarf. Yeah, the little dwarf dude. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
And I mean, this dude, he knows everything about everything. Oh, that was gonna give you diarrhea. Oh, you
don't want to use that.
But it's like he makes crap taste great.
Tastes great. Because they cast iron steel shield that he uses to cook out of.
And he'll turn it over right now and say, it's a certified wash. I'm telling you right now. But it's like I feel like that it's a wholesome, it's a good anime for me. Like because of course you got a couple dumb characters, then you got a couple that's like they're so nonchalant, and then the manga they give a little backstory, so you know why this is that, why this person acts this way, why this one is like overprotective of just about everything, and I liked it. Like I didn't have any like real gripes with it, so I feel like I put it in a B. Me, because I don't feel like that particular storyline, the way they did it was good for that particular type of anime. So I feel like it was better than most.
I do too. I'll give it a B as well. You know, and say it's better than most because they did. You know, if you like food, you don't get a lot of those anime where it's like complete. There's an element in pretty much most, especially shonen, where food is a big portion.
Right.
But to completely hold in on this, he's talking about fighting food on. So my goodness. Okay. That was the OG Food Wars back in the day. If y'all remember, like 4Kids TV, like Fighting Food Ons was it. But yeah, you don't get many anime like that where it's honing in on food. And if you like food, and everyone loves food.
Oh, you know I love it.
You know everyone loves food. So to be able to get that and get a good quality anime, you gotta give it. It's better than most.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's better than most. So we'll give it a B.
You get the best of both
worlds. Oh, hey. What? How does she end that song? You know that is the best of both worlds.
Gotta get her laughing at.
Little
Miley Cyrus. Before she start twerking all over the world.
Twerking
all Okay, so this next one. If you love money, then you will love Trillion Game. Trillion Game is the name of this anime. If you've seen it, if you haven't watched it, it is. To me, it's become my new it's become one of my favorites. A new one of my faves. I say if you love money, I actually hate money, but I know we need it. So, but because it gives you fresh
uses that money
right.
Has, yeah.
It gives you fresh. It gives you fresh ideas. So I gotta rank. I would have to rank this. To me, it's an A. To me, it's an A.
Wow.
It really is an A. I gotta give it. I would have to give it an A. Trillion Game. Like it's.
I feel like I've
the whole plot is like there were school friends like Haru and Gaku. They were like I think buddies back in school or something like that. But once they get out, they basically would do anything in order to be successful.
Right.
And to them being successful means gaining $1 trillion. So that's their whole the whole show is them going through building businesses and different things.
Right.
And Haru he is a genius. He plays off like he's just like playboy guy, whatever, but he's like mentally on a whole nother level. Right. So the things that he does in Gaku, he's the actual like genius of the bunch. He would be like the Mark Zuckerberg. He's the one with all the brains of the operation. I guess so. Yeah. He would put you. Howard would put you in the mindset of like, as Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street. But like Gaku, he's the actual brains behind. He's got the technical knowledge behind everything. So Howard was basically pimping him out.
Yeah.
It's basically what's going on.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I need you, but I have the brains of I'm the brains of the operation to actually make this thing do what it do for us to actually gain money, gain income, make this thing lucrative. But you're the actual like the actual technical genius behind this. So I need you. So they like need each other. So it's a good melting pot, a good dynamic between the both of them. So if you like that, if you like spinning your wheels trying to figure out anticipation on what's gonna happen next, like it's a good anime to check out. So I would recommend it. Got to give it an A.
Okay, so it's Wolf of Wall Street without all the coke and the ladies of the evening.
Who said anything about there not being coke and ladies of the evening?
I gotta watch this anime.
Yeah, but we gotta give Trillion Game an A. All right, moving on to the next one. Dragon Ball Daima did drop last year. I don't know if anybody watched any of that, but if you're just Dragon Ball fan,
I watched like the first episode.
Okay.
And then it was dubbed, so it was subbed, so I didn't watch it. I stopped.
I watched the dub episode that I had, but I've been seeing stuff all around concerning it, different clips and sound bites and things. So I can't give it an honest. I can't give it an honest.
I wouldn't want to rate it until
rate.
I finish it. Like,
But I will say, just based off of, I can see Toriyama's like fingerprints all over it.
Certainly.
So just based off of that, I can already say that it's not going to be lower. It's not going to be lower than a B to me. Like just from what I've already seen from the first episode, I've seen like it's not going to be lower than a B. Like even the route that they're going and that they're taking it, how that played out, they put a lot of detail into explaining where they were in the story, and like what actually happened for them to get where they are, like the plot and everything. So I can already tell just off the story alone, it's not gonna be less than, because that was always the problem with me anyway. Like with Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, okay, there is good fight scenes, and they have plots and everything, but they're not as in depth as I would personally like. Right. So
they have plenty. It's just
not as detailed. So this time I'm like, okay, getting back into it. Okay,
when they give a little backstory, it always ends up better. Right. Yeah, it adds more to it.
And this time it's like they start off with all of that.
Right.
So
they lead out with.
They lead with that.
For me, it's like I'm never gonna see it lower than an A because I'm biased.
Right.
Like Dragon Ball is that's me. Like
somebody talking about Dragon Ball.
Right. So it's like I'm biased. Like so it's like that's totally ours because it's like I'm never switching up on Goku in the game. So it's like yeah.
So we can, and I guess I just wouldn't give it less than a B. So anything lower than a B, so we can give it an A. We can just give it an A, and that's just also based off of the fact that it's Toriyama's handwork. So and it's Grandpapa Dragon Ball. We can't give it too. You can't go too low with Dragon Ball. Anyway.
OG.
Right. All right. So this next one, I don't know if you guys have watched it. I think Chris, you might have watched it because I know I had told you about it a while ago. Buchigiri.
Buchigiri.
It's okay, but
it's tropey too.
Yeah,
real tropey.
Right. So it's like two childhood friends. They end up coming back together or whatever, meeting up or whatnot, and it's like when they end up getting together, it's like game based. It kind of puts you in the mindset like Tokyo Revengers, but also like a Shaman King or something like that mixed off, because you got. The guy, he ends up finding this special power, which is like this genie, right, that comes, and now he's able to control, like, and the genie wants to merge with him, but he doesn't tell the guy that they're going to merge, because once they merge, the genie basically is going to end up taking over, right? And the reason that
why does it sound so familiar?
Because it's tropey, like he said, it's been done time and time again. Yeah. But you might have watched it. I don't know. I started watching it. Maybe you started watching it. But I showed you guys because the guy himself, his dream is to lose his virginity. And when he summons the genie, he basically is like, I want to lose my virginity. Because the genie, he's like, show some grit, boy. Tell me your dream. He's like, I want to lose my virginity.
He's
so it's funny. Yeah. And I because I'm like stuck between B and C. Only because, and I would say it definitely could have been better. That's why I'm lit. But the animation was so good. And they had a lot of good Sakuga, like the animation like was on those moments where they were like in deep. You can see the detail that they put into it, and it's like, oh man, this is good. So it's some real good Sakuga, and the story's like pretty decent. I think it started off really good. They came in hot with it, and then like over time, maybe episode 4 or 5, it start kind of like So that's the only reason I would give it a C. That's the only reason I would give it a C. But I want so bad to give it a B because the animation and everything was just so good. And then, like you said, it was tropey, but it was like it was one of those
animation and everything, like graphics and all that, the detail that really
it raises the bar.
It keeps them out of that C to
because
F
that's what anime is. It's animation. It's like that's gonna give you
that's
a
what
lot.
Sells you.
Yeah, it's gonna give you a lot of grace.
Said about the dungeons, like the dungeons.
Delicious Dungeon.
Yeah. I feel like the graphics in it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Like just off the cover, I'm thinking, oh man, this kind of giving me Seven Deadly Sins vibes. Like as far as the graphics and everything too. Right. But it's like as I watched, I'm like, kind of like this story too, though. Like this is pretty good.
Yeah, they actually had a good had a good story in there. I was a fan, and then the food that always helped.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna give that a C. We're gonna have to give you a C, Bucci Giddy. I would have loved to see more from you, but you didn't put it out in season 1. So now this anime right here, I'm pretty sure y'all haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure y'all haven't seen it. What?
I just think about Bucci Giddy. It just remind me of Zatch Bell back in the day.
Yeah, you can get Zatch Bell vibes from it. Yeah, for sure. But this next anime is called A Sign of Affection.
Never heard of it.
No, I know you all have. I'm pretty sure y'all have.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, A Sign of Affection. So I'll go ahead and rate this one. Basically, it's surrounding like the events around the anime. It's surrounding like it's a young girl. She's deaf, and they're just going through her like college life. Her love life. It's a slice of life all day long.
Oh, okay.
All right, so there's like no fighting or anything like that in it, but it's just one of those. It grew in popularity because it's like the perspective that it came from. It's just not your everyday typical girl. Like there people in there are like signing,
right?
And then the guy that she likes or whatever, he's just some random dude, and she meets him on a train, and she starts like him. Then she find out they're going to like the same school or whatnot, and so they start to have like interactions with one another, and he's learning sign language and stuff too.
Speak to her.
Yeah, and it's not like he has a thing for her up front, but you can just tell, you can see it forming.
Right.
She like. Of course, she likes him up front. Yeah, she's like, but she don't know what to feel. So it's one of those things where it's like you can tell she's very innocent,
navigating emotions.
Yeah, exactly. And it's from the perspective of like she's deaf. So how does this work? Right. So it's one of those that it'll catch you off guard. You'll just find yourself like, because I started watching because I was trying to find something for Claudia to watch.
Right.
And I was like, was she like this? And we started, and I was like, this ain't half bad. Granted, I didn't finish it, but I can see how you can get locked in. What?
So I went to once, like episode 7 or 8. I had me sitting in my room crying.
It can.
Chris is afraid to be emotional.
Yeah, he's afraid.
I don't want to love this. I don't want to love this.
I'm not going to cry.
See, that's why I say I love an anime to make me feel.
Oh yeah, so this one will make you feel for sure. For sure.
What was it? Your Name.
Yeah,
When
Your
I watched
Name.
Your Name, I was,
Your Name was
got me
good.
feels.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The end of Your Name, it hit.
He said no.
No. When they drew that line on that hand and he couldn't even remember what he did, like, what am I doing out here? Why do I have a line on my ass?
Those slice of life moments are what really like they
make it real.
Yeah, it makes it real.
It hits you in the feelings.
Yeah, so I would recommend it, and I would have to.
Alone.
I would give A Sign of Affection because it hit me. And of course I'm a shonen type guy too, but this one did get me, so I would have to give it
Would you say it's better than most? Like now.
It's definitely better than most. It's definitely better than most. Yeah, so I would have to give it a B only because it's like I didn't finish it. Two, I'm always looking for more in the like action, because I'm just that's just me.
I feel like slice of life, if they incorporate a little bit of action or a little more comedy, they'd be a little higher up in the
And they had like they had short comical moments, but it was always that little cutesy moment where it's like, she could have said something to him, but she didn't, and she was like tripping over herself, stuttering, not
kind of like Okaroon.
How she gonna stutter?
I didn't say she was mute. I said she was deaf.
I said like it's kind of like Okaroon does with Momo.
What you do?
I'm gonna throw this pen at you, man. Yeah. So yeah.
What you playing? Trumpet, Chris?
Right.
I'm stuttering in my sign language.
So yeah, it's definitely. I would definitely give it a. I would give it a B only because of it's that's just personal, but. if I was a type like a slice of life all the way through and through type of guy, it would definitely be A level, A rank.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna give it a B. All right, so we got like we only got 2 more.
That's
All
it.
right, yeah, we only got 2 more.
Wonder what those two are.
So this next one, don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'm gonna put it
And
out
it
there.
came out last year?
It came out last year. We were actually talking about it before it started. So God's Games We Play came out last year.
Oh, yeah, that's one.
So it's kind of like Record of Ragnarok, like on a broader scale, you know, because the humans and the gods are like kind of competing in a sense.
If anything, like, I love Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's anything like that.
And I'm doing it way too much.
Definitely.
I'm giving it way too much play just by comparing it to Record of Ragnarok because it's not even to be compared to Record of Ragnarok. I'm just trying to
better?
not even close.
Oh.
This
I was
anime,
gonna say, I'm watching that tonight.
this anime, I will say it did have potential just off the basis of what they're presenting to you. Because the idea is like, hey, the gods, of course, they rule the world, and then the humans basically have to compete and play in these games.
Oh yeah, you did tell me what it was.
Yeah,
similar
right.
To, so
yeah,
I,
they have to pretty much enter these games against the gods, but it's kind of like the gods are testing them. So it's like it's no chance of the gods losing anything.
Right.
But it's just like they have to compete, and they're competing in groups. They don't compete individually.
Oh.
They compete in groups against these, and they're playing games like tag times 10.
tuning.
Yeah, like the first one was like hide and go seek. The game they played. And it was this big golem god that was like chasing them and stuff, and of course they got different. It's kind of like you said, like Tower of God.
Yeah.
Like they're not like straightforward hide and go seek. Obviously,
Right.
they have twists to them, right? So that part was interesting. The first one was fine to me. Like first episode was okay, you know, but then it completely went downhill from there.
Yeah.
You know, because the protagonist, he's supposed to be like one of the top players in the game, and then the girl which I guess she could be like a love interest eventually, but she's a god herself, and she's like, you know, on their side trying to help them. Yeah, so it's one of those, but
Yeah, it's just like the Valkyries from
yeah, but
So-
it's worse.
It's like there's a greater value.
It's on the lower level of any of those anime, like
Yeah, that's what it's. So it's a
similar anime.
It's the
so.
greater value of Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's great.
value,
The greatest value.
Now
yes,
that is not a shot at greater value. I'm just saying it's like a cheaper version because
it's cheap.
I love greater value. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And some people
They
will.
got-
Some people will probably
It's
hate that
Cha-Ching,
tape,
Record of
but
Ragnarok.
Huh?
I just
Ching.
Cha-Ching, yeah, Cha-Ching version. Yeah, so it's I would definitely give. To me, it's a flop, man. To be honest with you,
Dang.
to me, it's a flop. I can't. It's queued up, but it's so far back now. Anytime I go back through and I see it, I'm just like, I'm not gonna finish this. Why is it still here?
You know, that's how I felt about Goblin Slayer.
Oh, really?
Because I hate that manga. Let's kill goblins. But I'm gonna kill goblins. I only want to kill
Hey,
goblins.
Goblin Slayer get good, man.
I'm like, shut up.
Right.
Like,
It's because it. The only thing about Goblin Slayer is like it does have a following, and it does like
It's like another cult following.
yeah, and they have bits and pieces where it's like this is good, but God's games we play. Oh my god! Like the reason I'm giving it a flop is because the potential surrounding the narrative is like you could have done so much better. This is not even. I couldn't even get it. It could have been better.
Disappointment flop.
Yeah, I can't even say it could have been better because it was so bad. Like you weren't even good.
Right,
So of course you could have been better.
right.
So I can't even give you that. So I had to give it a flop. Like
Well, hey, when you're on your back, there's nowhere else to go without.
As you roll over.
yeah, they on their back 100%. So, but moving on to our last and final anime from 2024 that we're gonna rank. I don't know if I missed anyone that you guys wanted to rank. We can cue it in here if you want to, but y'all pretty much already know what this is. If you don't,
It better be what just played on my phone.
oh, it's 100% what just played on your
I
phone.
Okay,
already
then.
said I'm not. I was ready to say I'm not sure.
Yeah, Don don't get an S for me, dog.
Dang, this mug say he is ranking this anime.
No, because it's a whole different vibe. Dude. It's like Don is his own thing.
Off the theme song alone,
It's his
the
own
theme
thing.
song is superior.
It's his own thing.
If we go,
The theme song to me is superior.
I feel like if we incorporate the music
That
into
OP is
it, it's
inferior.
like season 2 of
Tower God.
Tower
Right
of
now.
God. I'm just sorry. Like that's a banger. Like,
and if we were doing like season 2s. We trying to, just trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Tower of God would have been on this list, but
for
because we were
certain.
because it was season 2 came out in 20, like season 1 came out like 2022 or something like that. So
It just made you wait.
right. But giving Don to Don, I would definitely give Don to Don a, and. No, it's the intro, it's the OP alone. Like that's the only thing that makes me like, oh, this is superior.
No.
But
See, I feel like
it's good.
I feel like
good.
Don to Don is better than most, but why I give it the awesome is because I feel like it's in its own lane. It's so all over the place, but still keeps you locked in. Right, and that's what I said. It's pure chaos, but it's still like good quality, like that nice mystery level
genius
confusion.
and chaos. It's crazy.
Exactly, and then the transformations are like peak at time. Like Okaroon's transformation is like peak.
Oh, yeah.
Like most of the time, like,
Like
9 times out of 10.
What is the
transformation?
acrobatic silky? The acrobatic silky?
Yeah.
All of the I
her
can't think of an
transformation was
episode
good.
where I wasn't like, wow.
Momo's ability to use her
Episode
psychic
1, they
powers.
led all the way up. Like the whole time you was just like, have it go look all the way up until episode 7. And then episode 7 hit you in the chest.
Yeah, episode 7 was a
It was
tearjerker.
a plot
For
twist.
many, it was a tearjerker.
It was a supreme plot twist.
Yeah, so they have a little bit of everything. Like they said, they have that slice of
And-
life,
and
right?
that's
They
what I
have that
said.
mystery, right? They have your, it's
You know what?
typical shonen.
And
you
some
know,
of it is
love
give
interest.
you a horror tip. It gives you some Jujutsu
Oh, yeah,
Kaisen
yeah.
type vibes. when-
Supernatural,
Especially that last episode, it's like,
Yeah, it has
what
a little
are
bit.
we looking forward to? Like, what's coming next? Because
Cliffhangers
right.
galore. Yeah.
Sometimes I forget it's a shonen.
Yeah. It makes you forget because it does have so many different elements that,
Right.
that make it.
It
And
has
then,
some
and
heavy
then
elements too.
it still rivals other anime in those different categories.
And
like,
that's what I said.
so-
It rivals so many while just being one anime.
One anime.
And it's just the first season.
It's
so
the
it's
first
like,
season.
I can
Exactly.
definitely
So much more to come.
throw that in the awesome category.
Right, yeah. And the only reason that I wouldn't give it superior is because to me there were times where I'm like, man, they could have done better, with the direction that they were going in with certain episodes. Like spending so much time, which is part of the build up of the anime, between the relationship between Okaroon and Momo.
Yeah.
But I think they spend a lot of time with the Momo being off putting and like, no, I can't reveal my feelings for him, so I'm gonna that whole teen drama type feel. Yeah, I think
That's
sometimes it's like, all right, y'all didn't have to do this whole episode.
But they do it so well that when you get done with episode, you still like,
Oh yeah.
I still
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 episodes where I was like watching, I'm like, and then next thing you know, you hear the outro, and you're like, it's over already? Like, ain't no way I was like, they got me again. I spent a whole episode watching these jokers like play hard to get.
Yep.
I was like, but I was like, it won't terrible though, so I don't feel like
they
I wasted
do it so
time.
well,
but-
and it's good storytelling.
Yeah. So, but that's the only thing I would say. I feel like they could utilize the time in the episodes a little bit better, and I would think that at times. Not to say that that's actually true. That's just my opinion. But that they could have done it better at times. But it's their story, so they have to tell it the way they're going to tell it. But that's just my opinion. That's the only reason I wouldn't personally give it an S, is because those times, those moments, I feel like they could have done better with the storytelling in those specific areas. But
See, and that's for me. That's why Kaiju number 8 was easy to put in a S lane for me, because I love that nonstop getting straight to it. So it's like they gave me everything that I wanted, but it's like story surely could have been better. But it's like it was brawling, dog. So it's like, God, man, it's so detailed. It's like I can't not love it. That's why I like it. Not a lot of people like Baki. Not a lot of people like King and Ashura. But I love those anime.
Yeah.
I absolutely love them, because it's like that's the type of like just
get to it.
It's straight action, but at the same time, I can understand why most would be like, okay, I could put it in awesome, but I ain't nowhere near ass.
Yeah.
But I said for this one, I feel like this one would be like overall deserving out of all the ones that you named, would probably be the closest to an S tier. Like everybody would agree that it's on the upper side of awesome because of like they had no flops. Now they had some questionable episodes.
Yeah, but it wasn't
they
no
had
flops.
no flops.
No flops. Not even
so
close
it's
to
like,
flops.
it was good to go.
Right. So we'll still keep it at A, but season 2 is dropping in July of this year, so we're gonna see what happens with season 2. It might be able to make it on up to that S without a doubt. So
I need my Donna days back.
oh yeah, man,
I
no
wonder
more
what
Donna
they
days.
do.
Today will be Donna day.
I feel like the new intro is gonna be the make or break though.
I'm scared if I'm scared.
Everybody got hooked on
Leave it
it.
alone.
So it's like,
Yeah.
and I feel like they
Otonoke
they-
is a banger.
I
So
changed
They
my
need to-
ringtone after 15 years.
they better come with a banger.
right.
I say don't touch it. Leave it alone.
But that was the
Nah.
that was the last one on the list. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. You know, what do y'all think? Y'all go back through and look at the list if you didn't catch everything, or if you forgot what we ranked a specific anime. You let us know what you think. I'm pretty sure you disagree with some of those, like
Yeah,
from
if
S
you
all the way
watch
to
all
F.
of it.
All right, if
Yeah.
you made it all the way to the end, let us know what you guys think in the comment section on what you think, whether superior, awesome, better than most, could have been better, or flop for these. I think we just went through like 15 anime, so
Yeah.
check it out. And if we forgot any in 2024 anime that came out, you rank down in the comment section below, and let us know what you think.
And how many of the ones that we named did y'all watch?
Oh yeah,
You know, I'm curious. I didn't watch all of them.
right.
You know, so
Same here.
yeah, I don't think anybody watched all of those that we listed. So it's
Exactly.
like, which ones did we not name, and which ones do y'all agree that they're exactly where they should be?
Exactly. Drop a comment and let us know what you guys think. Right.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. 2025 is a new year, so
Oh, yeah.
we're expecting great things. So be expecting great things out of us. We just released not long ago our first short film, so
Oh yeah.
it should be hovering over our heads right about now. So click that video and check it out and support it. Push it out there and share it. Let us drop a comment in that video and let us know what you think about it, because we're definitely gonna be doing more of those this year as well.
Oh, yeah.
So until next time, we appreciate you all. We will see you on the next video.
Peace.
Alrighty, people.